everybody. Hello. Welcome Monday. It's Monday. Unbelievable. We're already at Monday again. That is absolutely insane. Time is just flying by. I hope you're getting in on this phenomenal fishing that's going on out there because it is nothing but phenomenal. We got a good show for you today. Justin Bottrell is going to be joining us. He's been all over the place fishing, catching, doing all kinds of fun stuff. So he's going to join us. Also, it's Promar Ahi USA, Promar Ahi Monday. So we'll talk about some cool Promar products today. We'll show you the Cara jig, another video that we made out at the iCast show. I think you guys will like that. We'll show that to you a little bit later. Marley's up there on the very top playing with the fishing poles today. So he's running around having a really good time. Kelly and I went and got him a massive amount of worms this morning. So he's all fired up. He had a bunch of protein. I think he ate 30 worms so far today. So he's got a bunch going on. I got a bunch going on. We all got a bunch going on. And gang, once again, this posting about this bait thing is just really pissing the industry off. So those of you that have shared this garbage about the bait, you should pull it down off of your sites, off of your pages, your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your YouTube page, because I'll tell you what, right now you got some big heavy hitters in the industry looking at the garbage you guys posted in. It's not going to bode well for you. I'm just saying. I've been telling you guys to take it down off of your YouTube channels and your Facebook channels and your Instagram channels, but you guys just keep them up there because I guess you like chewing on boogers. So hopefully that works out for you when you pull up to the bait barge and you're not allowed to have bait anymore. They're looking, they're seeing what you guys are posting. So just fair warning, those of you that posted that garbage we told you to take down, you may want to take it down because the industry is super hot now. They are pissed. We've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last few years to try to keep this live bait fishery open in California because the environmentalists are hell-bent on us not using live bait to fish. And those of you that are posting that there's no live bait left, you guys are not helping this cause, and you've been called out, and I've sent every one of your posts to the powers that be. The owners of the bait companies are super pissed. The owners of the landings are pissed. So I told you guys to pull them down, but what do I know? I'm just a big loudmouth in Southern California that has 800,000 followers. What do I know? I'm just telling you guys, you're not helping our industry. My gosh, we work so hard to keep fishing open, and you guys, in all your powers, you think you're going to get fishing closed. I don't understand why you want to close fishing. Hello? Hello? I don't understand what you think you're doing, what you hope you're trying to do. It's not going to work. You guys are only hurting yourselves and the powers to be. We are wasting a lot of money. If you guys don't want to fish, don't fish. Period. But don't post that there's no fish. That's the dumbest stuff. Just because you don't know how to fish doesn't mean there aren't any fish. So, gang, if you want to, enough of that. Okay, we're not going to talk about it anymore. If you guys want an opportunity to fish with Captain Al Clowers and Captain Dave Hansen, there he is. Captain Al, welcome to the show. Hey, buddy.
Hello, everybody. I'm mobile right now.
Yeah, you are. Look at that, in the tent.
In the Honda car.
Oh,
just
perfect.
got up to the doctor's. I got about 20 minutes to go to my doctor's appointment.
Well, I'm letting everybody know they got an opportunity. We have 2 tickets left, Al. We've sold 7 tickets. And we're going to put the names in the hat. Actually, we're going to use Marley's little cave here. I got it all cleaned out. There's nothing in it. And we're going to put each individual name in here. And we're going to pull out one lucky person. And they're going to get an opportunity to fish with you and I on your beautiful Shingari on Thursday on the morning tide. Talk about the tide and what it's going to be like in the morning. It's going to be insane, right? Did we lose you? Captain Al.
like a 4.5 foot in tide. So
Okay, we lost you.
I got to look at the time.
Yep, loud and clear.
Yo, you can hear me? Okay, so we got like a 4.5 foot tide. Might start at 6. And we're going to be fishing for sand bass mainly. And if they don't want to bite, we're going to go back to the middle of the bay. So bass fishing in the bay.
It's going to be insane. The tide's going to be great. It's going to be the best day you could possibly fish.
Yeah, on Thursday, there should be nobody really out there. So just the guys going outside will be coming by. But yes, when was it? Today's Monday. Losing track of my days. Yesterday it was a little busy out. We still got it done. We had a good time with some young kids.
Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me okay? I can't
Are you
hear
there?
Al. If you guys can hear me,
Can you hear me?
I'm right here.
Yeah,
Loud and
cell
clear.
service. I got 3 bars, but for some reason it keeps losing me.
Okay, well, we're down to 1 ticket left. We just sold another ticket. So we're down to
Quick, let's
1
sell it.
ticket left.
Yeah, it's a smoking deal. Otherwise, it costs you $750
Right?
to come out. You know, for $100, man, that's no brainer. It's 1 in 10 chance. Then you get to come fish with us knuckleheads and have some fun for a few hours.
Yeah, it's going to be incredible. Yeah, John, I'll put you down for 1 ticket. You got to get in your car and start driving right now if you're going to make it. Gang, we have 1 ticket left, 1 ticket available. We just sold 1. If you guys want this ticket, we're going to give this away. You may want to turn up your volume, gang. Everybody says, I don't know. My mic, wow. I have a professional microphone here and it's not working. That's crazy talk. Crazy, crazy talk.
I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I can hear you just fine.
All right. Well, if you guys want in on this drawing, text message me at 949-374-0786. We got 1 ticket left, and I'm going to go through the names right now. So look, and Kelly's going to come up here and pull the name out of the hat, but I'm just letting you guys see. So here's Jason Cutter. You're going in the box. Okay. You're in there all by yourself. Look at one name in there. We're not stuffing the box. We're so totally legal. We're not CNN. Okay. Tim Ogilvy. Tim, there's you going in the box. Okay. Our good buddy Ron, he had to get in on it. He couldn't help it, even though he fishes like 100 days a week. Trina, Brett Rodriguez's girlfriend. Okay. Glenn, right there. Woodham. Okay, going in the box. Kevin, he's right here on the show right now. Kevin Joyce just bought this ticket right before we went live, and Ron bought the other one right when we went live. John Stanley, check that out. John Stanley in the house. He fishes 100 days a week, and he's going. Tina Stanley. Tina, woohoo. Okay. And Brett Rodriguez right there. Okay, so we have 1 spot left if you want in on this, gang. There it is. It's in there. So you got a chance to win. 1 more person if you want that. Just text message me at 949-374-0786. And my beautiful wife's going to come up here and pick the name out of the hat here. At 12:30, we'll go live with, or we'll be live the whole time, but we'll go live with the drawing. And 1 person will find out, Al, right before you go in the doctor's. How cool is that going to be? So Captain Al is in his car down there in Mexico down at the doctor's office getting ready to go in and see his doctor. As you can see, he's healing well. But this is an opportunity to help out Captain Al and go fishing with Captain Al and I. That's what this is all about, gang. So just to let you know, that's what it's all about. If you want to join us, we're going out fishing. We'll be out there in the bay at 5 a.m. So that means we're probably going to have to leave around 6:30. We're going to be on the Shigari, just Al and I and one lucky person. How cool is that going to be? It's going to be pretty epic. Going to be pretty cool. And, oh, John wants to buy the last ticket, Al, just for the cause. If we don't sell the last ticket, John's buying it. So, gang, if you don't buy Can't hear you, Al.
I said, right on. Thank you for the support, John.
Absolutely, John. Thank you very, very much. So if somebody doesn't buy that last ticket, John Cyclone's going to take care of it. Rivercats Tackle. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Captain Al. Look it. We're joined by Mr. Bottrell.
Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing?
My phone keeps going in and out of service. I apologize, but there's nothing I can do.
No, I understand. It's okay, Al. We know. We're with you. We love you. We're just happy you got on here. Bo? Okay, Bo, you got to Venmo me or Zelle me the money, Bo, and we got you in, and we sold the last ticket.
That's freaking cool.
Yeah.
Good job, Al.
Bo, I got you right here. As soon as you Venmo or Zelle me the money right now into my account, you're in. You got the last ticket. And John, thank you very much for offering that. We said we were going to sell 10 tickets. You can donate to Captain Al if you guys want. You guys can donate to Captain Al. We'll take the donations all day, every day. To Venmo or Zelle me, it's Your Saltwater Guide on Venmo. It's $100. And the prize is to fish with Captain Al Clowers and Captain Dave Hansen on Thursday on a half-day trip in the Back Bay of San Diego.
How are you doing the raffle thing?
Kelly Girl's going to pick them. I just put all 9 of the people's names inside Marley's little cave. I cleaned everything out, and everybody watched me. I filled it up with everybody's names. That's given me the $100 already.
That's cool.
So there
cool.
you go.
You guys gonna go live?
What?
You guys gonna go live on Thursday?
What? Yeah. Yeah. Captain Dave fishing, not going live. That ain't happening.
Nice. That's cool.
Absolutely. In the Back Bay, sand bass fishing. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to try. I'm going to listen to Captain Al and see if I can pull it off.
Yeah, see if you can catch one. I heard they're extinct.
There's not much to it. You gotta fish real slow. But there's some grumpies out there, boy. We broke 2 off yesterday.
Yeah, it's a long drive, Mike Lewis. How'd you like that video I posted this morning of Mike Lewis catching that fish in the river? Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, it is. Yeah, Mike Lewis, you're 100% correct. It's called a waffle.
Yes, it's not a raffle. That's right. Not a raffle. We don't need anybody thinking it's a raffle. But yeah, Bo. Nope. John, you still get that 1 ticket. Bo didn't know what it was about. He just wanted a ticket, but
Who's it gonna be?
Okay, well, somebody get that last ticket.
One more.
Maybe someone will buy it, John. You won't have to worry about it. Yep, one more. So I'm going to set this right here, and I'll show everybody. I don't put any more names in there. You all know who could win. You saw me put the names in. So, Captain Justin, what have you been doing?
I haven't had any charters or anything. I've been bored at home. No, I'm just kidding. I've been out fishing a lot.
Yeah,
And,
you have.
and out working on my boat, working on the Viking, and yeah, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, you took Matt and his family over to Catalina. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we went to Catalina Island. I was hoping for anchovies at the bait barge, but they had sardines, what everyone wants supposedly, and we got sardines. At least they were small. They're small sardines. So we took them over to Catalina and made sure the boss and all of his family had a good time. And that's exactly what they did. We caught, I don't know how many fish we caught. 100, 200, 300. I have no, a lot. We caught a lot.
How cool is that?
Yeah, a lot of fish. We just bounced around all over the place. And hey, Todd, how's it going? Oh, Todd, I forgot to text you about it. He'll read between the lines right now, but no, he doesn't have it. So, but yeah, we went to Catalina. We went to all the spots on the east end front side that I mentioned on the game plan. Literally, we just bounced around. We tried to get away from boats because it was on the weekend, and we tried to get away from sea lions. So once the sea lions were on us or boats were on us, we'd move. And being in that big old Viking, everybody and their mom sees you, and they come on over right there next to you. They even get closer to you. I guess the bigger the boat, the closer they get. So I guess that's the rule of thumb out there. The bigger the boat is, the closer you get to them. I don't know.
That's pretty much how Todd and I have grown up.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys dealt with that stuff, but man, oh man, it was crazy.
Absolutely crazy, right, Todd Manser? Yeah. But you know what? Like they did with you, Justin, most of the time they just get to watch us catch fish. And like I say in my seminars, you guys can just go on YouTube and watch. You don't have to buy bait and burn a bunch of fuel.
Yeah, that's true. Very, very true. I don't know. It was all right weather. The weather picked up in the afternoon though, and for the smaller boats, I feel really sorry for you out there because it was pretty nautical. Really choppy.
You were telling me that the weatherman missed it again today, a little bit ago, right?
Yeah, so Anthony's out there right now. He actually, what time is it? 12:17. He should be back in the harbor now. He was heading out to the tuna grounds, and he got out there and turned around and said, I'm not doing this. It's way, way too dangerous right now. The weather is called for 3-mile-per-hour winds, and he said there's white caps everywhere. There's giant swells. It's crazy right now. Then he said the front side of Catalina is even worse. So he's heading in. Hopefully he's back. I just talked to him probably about 30 minutes ago, so hopefully he's back safe. Yeah.
Good, I hope so, because I'm coming up there on Wednesday and I need some Pokeco, so he better make it back. I used to look forward to In-N-Out Burger, but I've been watching this commercial every day on the live shows, and I'm like, I got to go to Pokeco, man. And now there's 2 of them in San Diego, so I get off that plane, I'm going to Pokeco for sure. Yeah. I am super excited about it.
Where does he have one in San Diego? I think he does, doesn't he?
According to the map I downloaded for the commercial, there's 2 of them down there. So,
oh dang!
I'm going to be going to the first one on that closest one to Tijuana.
Oh, there sure is Mira Mesa and Mission Valley.
My mouth is watering just thinking about it. I can't hardly wait. Oh my goodness! So gang, you got 11 minutes if you want this last ticket to the. We're giving away a trip to go fishing with Captain Al Clowers and Captain Dave Hansen. We're asking $100 a person, and we got 1 ticket left, so it's $100 if you want to join us on Thursday. We're going to be pulling the name out of a hat at 12:30. So I'll let you purchase your tickets for 9 more minutes. And if not, my good buddy John Cyclone's going to buy the last ticket anyway. So that'll be cool. That'll be awesome. Rivercats Tackle's in the house. And that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Okay, John just got it. Kevin, thank you. Kevin Joyce. bought a ticket. So I went through all the names. They're all in the box. And John Cyclone, just thank you very much. I appreciate that. Rivercats Tackle in the house representing. That makes me feel really good. I'm so glad to be friends with all you guys at Rivercats Tackle. It's such a great group of people. Lisa and V and Randy and Andrew and the whole gang over there. Just a bunch of really great human beings taking care of people, getting them out there catfish fishing. I mean, you can't ask for anything more. I mean, look at this silly logo here. That's John's logo for his tackle company out there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Pretty cool. And that's all because of this knucklehead Justin turned us all on to this. Now we all can't get enough of these people. We're all over there watching them last night. I heard they had a great show. I was busy, but I guess you guys pulled it off without me. They're getting like 300-400 views a show now, Justin. When you first turned us on to it, there was like 15 or 20. Now they got a big crew watching. A lot of people are very interested in this catfish fishing thing.
That's really cool. Good for them. Good job, you guys.
And they turned on Kelly's son, my son, Riley, to the whole thing. And now Riley's back there in Iowa catching catfish.
That is really cool.
We couldn't get him to fish with us out here in California, but he moves to Iowa, and now he's a big-time fisherman going out every day. Crazy.
That he didn't want to get addicted to fishing out here, so then he can actually move out of here.
Yep. And then Lance, the Hawaiian, he's so full of great information. I always lean on him to try to tell me what's going on, and Andrew and Lisa and Randy and all the gang over there. So thank you all very, very much for letting us be a part of your family. We really appreciate it. So Justin, tell everybody about this new gig you got going on. I mean, a lot of people are missing you on your boat, but you got a pretty sweet gig going on right now, right?
Yeah, so I'm captaining and managing a big Viking boat, big Viking yacht. And we take it out, go fishing, go have fun on it. And yeah, it's pretty nice. It's really nice to walk on there and look at it. One day I'll be able to afford one. No, I'm just kidding. I'll never be able to afford that boat.
Just to tie it up is a massive amount of money.
Oh yeah. As soon as by the time you leave the harbor, you've already went through like $500 in fuel. It has almost 3,000 horsepower. It's fast. It runs fast. All these go fast boats, you think they're fast? No. We pass them up going to Catalina. Zippity-doo-dah. And we're burning $500 an hour or more in fuel. It's pretty crazy.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? $500 an hour just in fuel, gang. Just in fuel. Mike Allen is in the house. Mike, good to have you back, buddy. It's been a long time. Oh my gosh, that's an old name from the past. His daughter has been the person that's helped me and Kelly girl along the way. Bailey is such a great family member to Your Saltwater Guide, always staying on all the comments and all the likes and all the invites. And that's because Mike Allen turned us on to Bailey 3 years ago. Bailey's one of the busiest human beings on the planet. She's going to be Dr. Bailey here shortly, and she's still taking care of all of our comments, Justin. It's crazy.
It's pretty cool. Dr. Bailey. Where does time go?
Exactly. So crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. John Emerson.
Under 9 knots. Yeah. So under 9 knots, you can't. The boat doesn't go under 9 knots. It's not possible. If you have both gears just in gear, both engines just in gear, you're running at like 9.5, 9.7 knots.
Crazy.
So you have to, in the harbor, you have to run on one engine and just go slow, in and out, in and out.
In and out of gear.
Yeah.
And those people on our post are hilarious. They're like, you can't go in and out of gear that often. You don't, you're going to burn up that transmission. And I'm like, dude, I've been doing it longer than your mom and dad have been alive. And the trannies are still there. These guys have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. So what do you have to do to go that slow?
Yeah, but everything's computerized. You can't burn nothing up. That boat won't let you do anything. If anything's not perfect, it just shuts off, right? You just saw that.
Literally, it just shuts the heck off. If one thing is not right, one number is off by literally 0.5, the whole dang thing just, and you're like, all right, what just happened? What do I do? You go into panic mode. What do I do? What do I do? I tell you what, when you come down, Dave, you're gonna see where it slipped, and it is a hairball to get that thing into a slip. One thing, that boat should be like on an end tie, but it's in the slip, and to get out of the slip, oh, I think you're frozen. You frozen? Or am I frozen? Hello, Dave. All right, so I think you're still listening to me. So if I'm not frozen, can anyone verify? So coming out of the slip, you only have about 3 feet in front of you before you start turning, before you hit the pulpit of another boat. So you have to stop, turn it slowly, go forward, back up, go forward, back up, go forward, and just keep turning to get it out. It's pretty crazy. Dave's frozen? Okay. Bad internet. So yeah, there's like hardly any room to pull this big old huge giant yacht out of this slip. It's pretty funny. But now I'm like master at it. No problem at all. So yeah. And another cool thing is we're going to be doing War Heroes on Water. So you're going to see us at the War Heroes on Water, taking a couple vets or a few vets out fishing, showing them a good time, how much fun it is to go out there. And let's see all these comments. Stop motion Hansen. Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool. I'll be running my boat on Wednesday. This coming Wednesday, we'll be at Catalina. Catalina is doing really well now. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think Dave's off of here now. I'm not sure where he went. But yeah, what else should we talk about? Anyone have any questions or anything? Want to talk about what's going on the front side, back side of Catalina, San Clemente Island, Santa Barbara Island, Bluefin. We'll see here in just a second. See if some comments come up. Oh, there he is.
I don't know what happened there. We just lost everything. We're getting ready for the big drawing, and everything went dead, Justin. I don't know.
Well, that's weird. That's because you said the R word instead of waffle.
Yeah, the big waffle. We're having a big waffle here in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and
did you hear what I said, Dave, about pulling that Viking out?
No.
So where it's docked, it should be on an end tie somewhere, but it's not. It's in a slip. And when you pull out, you'll see on Thursday, when you pull out, once you're clear of the dock to start turning, you have 3 feet in front of you off the bow before you hit the pulpit of another boat. So you have to stop. And on the Vikings that there is no, let's just put it into gear and it goes. Let's put it into gear, let's wait a couple seconds and then it will go. So you have to time it just right. So you come out, you just glide, boom, put it into reverse beforehand. You have about 3 feet and you start turning it. It's really crazy. But,
yeah, it's kind of the pucker factor is definitely there, right?
Yeah, it is.
And you got the boss standing right next to you. Okay, gang, it's time. It's time. Kelly girl's in the house. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi.
Kelly girl in the house. You want to shake that up a little bit, baby? You want to pick that out of there? Here we go, gang. This is what you've all been waiting for. The opportunity to fish with Captain Al Clowers and Captain Dave Hansen.
Hey, here we go.
There it is. Shh. Let's see. Can I open it?
You folded it.
I folded it the right way to seal it. Oh, Lord have
Too
mercy.
funny.
Ta-da! Who's that? Jason Cutter.
Oh, Jason Cutter. That's cool. Congratulations.
Jason Cutter. You're going fishing with Captain Al and Captain Dave. How cool is that?
That's
You're
going to be pretty cool.
no, Jason. Can we pull another one? No.
I keep Jason thinking we haven't like.
Wow, Jason. How you like that?
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like we should add another person too.
No, we shouldn't.
Okay.
No, it was.
Congrats, Jason.
There you go, gang. Jason won. So, gang, I want to show you this video that Kelly girl and I made at the. I'm just kidding.
What are you looking at?
We made it at the hotel the other night. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, we.
Now your views are going to go up. Your views are
Yeah.
going to go up now.
Yeah. Now, I want to show you this video we made at the ICAST show, everybody, about the Akara jig that Justin's been talking about. Justin got to fish with them before anybody else did. These things are insane. Check this thing out.
This is the Promar Ahi booth. Now, last night at the new product showcase, I looked at some of the lures, and the nicest lure that I saw on the shelf was the Ahi Ikara. So they have their new Ikara line of jigs. These things are absolutely incredible. I'm gonna show you them up close, but we're gonna talk to Dave here. Dave's gonna run us through the new lures from Promar Ahi and tell us what the features are on the lures. So now you corrected me and said these were slow pitch jigs?
Yeah, their slow pitch jigging is the new thing in the fishing industry. Everybody's doing the slow pitch thing. They're making rods for it and everything. So we came out with the Akara line of slow pitch jigs. And the way that the fish react to them is absolutely incredible. Like you were mentioning to me, you could tell that they went to everything right. The hooks are perfectly weighted. Every part of the lure is weighted so that it flutters when it falls. And it looks just like a wounded bait fish. And it causes an unbelievable reaction bite. As we go through the line, we have them from 15 grams all the way to 150 grams.
Okay, so we're talking saltwater and freshwater.
Oh, yes, salt and fresh. I just did a seminar over at the Bass Tank, and every bass in there had the lure in his mouth at least 5 times.
First off, I just got to say the quality and the detail on these things, you can visually walk by and see that these things are built different. I mean, the tiniest details on this, it looks like a real fish. 3D depth on the eyes. I mean, these things are unbelievable. Even the way the hooks are attached, they have like heat shrink sleeves over the tie-ons. I mean, everything was thought through on these lures that I can see from.
You really have to fish with it to appreciate it. When you watch it flutter, it's incredible. And I know you couldn't see it in the product showcase how it flutters, but you can only see what you can see, but you recognized it, which was a good deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to try one of these in some of the invasives in South Florida. Now, if I'm fishing for bass, which ones would I go for here?
It all depends on the depth of the water.
Okay.
If you're going to fish the shallower water, you see the smaller bait, the largemouth bass or the peacock bass or the smallmouth chasing the small bait. This is going to replicate that small bait inside there.
Okay.
So you're going to throw this on a spinning rod with maybe some 6-pound or 8-pound because you're trying to get a reaction bite on that fish when they're on the small bait. You can't fish it with very heavy line because then it won't do the flutter as it sinks. So it's going to have to be a lighter line.
Okay.
As you move up to the weight, then you can move up on your pound test.
Now, how come they didn't put treble hooks on these?
Treble hook's not going to allow this to flutter the way we want it to flutter. We've tried different treble hooks. So the smaller treble hook will allow it to flutter, but then you won't hook it. J-hook, the way that it's weighted on here and the way that it's rigged, it's ready to go right out of the package, but you're also going to hook the fish when he eats it.
Well,
straight
Dave,
up and down.
They look beautiful. I appreciate the lesson you just gave me here, and I appreciate it all, man. I can't wait to try one of these things out in the water.
Thank you very much, Joe, for stopping by
man.
and checking this out. I can't wait
Thanks,
to
Dave.
see your YouTube channel and see you show. Isn't that amazing, Justin? I actually sound like I know what the hell I was talking about. I faked everybody out.
You did a really good job at it, too.
Oh, my gosh. It was like,
there's something that people don't really know, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Promar, but Steve at Promar came up with the design for the Ikara jig.
well, he did a phenomenal job. I don't know if Brian's watching right now. I know they're very busy over at the warehouse, but if you're on here, Brian, let us know.
Yeah.
Steve did not come up with the design, but I think you're absolutely right. I kind of think that's kind of what I was hearing when I was out there too.
Yeah. So Arnie, yes, Ryland's in school. Ryland's at school right now. Today was his first day back. And then I asked earlier what people would want to talk about, and we got two different things. One person said, Rick said bluefin, and then John, I think, said marlin. Well, want to talk about bluefin and marlin, Dave?
Yeah, we got to talk about it. We got Jim Kingsmill joining us tomorrow, so we might as well start talking about marlin right now.
Oh, well, he's going to be all about that.
Yeah, he is. He's the guy that introduced us all to the gyro stabilizing binoculars. He was Team Bad Company for years. The guy's got an unbelievable set of eyes. He'll tell you guys they're not like they used to be because he's old now. But I'll tell you what, his old eyes are better than 99.9% of anybody's eyes. I'll take them all day.
Yeah. So one thing that bluefin and marlin have in common is when you're looking for them, you're using binoculars. You're looking for two different things, obviously. For a bluefin, you're looking for multiple different things. You're looking for birds. Those tern birds, people call them tuna birds. You're looking for tern birds, not just flying away. You're not looking for a bird just flying away. You're looking for a bird flying, stopping, and kind of fluttering and looking down. They're not doing it for no reason whatsoever. There's something down there that they're looking at. It could be one bird or it can be 500 birds. Another key detail is if the birds are diving down into the water, obviously there's something going on down there. There's bait coming up and something's chasing the bait. That's normally tuna or any kind of pelagic animal. It could be a marlin, could be tuna, it could be yellowtail, dorado, so on and so on. Another thing that you're looking for when you're out there with those stabilizing binoculars, it's very important to have those. You'll see when I was live last week, we were using them on the boat. We're also looking for little splashes. So yes, people are like, oh, look for foamers. Personally, we don't look for foamers because foamers are easy to see. We look for the hard things to see, because if you're looking for the hard stuff, you're going to see the easy stuff. No problem. Foamers are easy. It's just a bunch of splashing and chaos going on in the water. You're going to see that. Look for the hard stuff. So the really hard stuff to look for when you're out bluefin fishing is one little splash. Looks like a little tiny baby whitecap. So if you go into a pool, you take your hand and you just go splash in the pool. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a little splash. Or if you can see, if you're up high enough and you can see down some, you'll see what looked like a flash in the water, almost like someone threw a jig out there, a really shiny chrome jig, and it hit the light, and you see a flash of light in the water really quick. Bam! Once you see that right there is called a breezer. The fish is actually turning sideways and showing the white belly. And it's really quick. It's almost like a breeding thing. They flash, boom. That's what you want to key on. Those are the hard things to find. And a lot of times, people are looking for these big foamers and they don't see them, but they're passing up thousands of fish, because if they were looking for the right thing and actually paying attention to detail, you'd actually see those little tiny splashes or the breezing and stuff like that. The little tiny splashes is what we call puddlers. So if you see a little pink, they're just kind of puddling around, pink, hitting their tail on top of the water, splash, splash, here and there, here and there. The breezing ones, you'll see them, they'll kind of make a V or whatever inside the water, and then you'll see a little, it looked like a lure. It looks just like a lure, right, Dave? Like if you were to throw a lure out there and you reel it in and you see that flash on the lure, that's what it looks like. It looks like a lure went through the water. Dink. That's all you're looking for. It's really easy.
Yeah, once you figure out what you're looking for. But boy, oh boy, I've had a bunch of people just blown away. They're like, "What are you looking at?" And I'm like, "Throw your bait right now." And they're like, "I don't even see it." I just go, "Just throw your bait." "Oh, I'm hooked up." Yep. It's easy when you know what you're looking for, Justin, but it's tough in the beginning to understand it because everything's going fast. It's going fast, and you're moving at this. You are good at it. You're moving at the speed of light, and they're trying to catch up, and they're not really catching up. You have to come up to the wheelhouse with Justin and stand next to him. But the thing that happens, Justin, everyone's so excited that they're trying to get down there and fish, and they don't. You got to come up in the wheelhouse where Justin's standing and stand next to him to start to see what he's seeing. That's the neat thing about when you go as a guide. Like when you go with Rick Maurer or any of the other people and you go out there and you teach them, you change everything about it. When you go with Justin on his charter boat, you're going fishing. But when Justin comes with you on your boat, now he's going to show you that's a puddler, that's a breezer, that's a shiner, that bird right there. And you're like, what bird? That one single bird hovering right there. You're like, wow, one bird? Yep, one bird. Justin saved the day many days on one bird.
Yep.
So that's the cool thing about the guide thing, is having them come on your boat, because now you're learning. Now you can slow it down. When you're paying to go on a charter, you're just on the hunt. You just want to catch a fish. So you're on the deck casting a bait. But when you're doing the guide thing, Justin, and you got them with you up in the bridge or on their center console or whatever, and you're talking, it slows it down so you can understand what you're looking for. That's the key, is to understand those nuances on the water. How many times in the last 5 years you and I have been working together that you saved the day with one turn bird?
On the live show the other day, like you said on the live show last week or whatever it was, when we got limits of bluefin for the entire boat, the hardest part of bluefin fishing is getting the first bite. The second hardest part is getting the last fish. That's the hardest part. So the last fish took us an hour to find. I mean, it sounds like a short time, but that day it took us an hour to find the right one and get away from everybody. There's too many boats following us everywhere. And it got really annoying. So we just had to just leave and go to try to find another spot. But the very last fish that we found, I don't know if you all seen on the live show, but I said, hey, look, there's one bird right there looking down. Look at the bird. It's looking down. It's looking down. And that bird looking down got us our last fish. That one bird, it was just one single turn bird, or tuna bird, whatever you want to call them. They're called terns. You have shearwaters, you have terns. You got to learn your words, you got to learn your birds, and you got to learn your fish. So those are the main key things out there. If you see the shearwaters aren't just sitting on the water because they want to have a picnic and just sit there and talk to each other. They're sitting on the water because something happened in that area. If they're flying around, you'll see them dip into the swells. They'll dip and dip. What they're doing is they're scouting. Once you see those turn birds in a group and they're sitting down, they're not sitting there talking to each other saying, hey, what are you doing today, you guys? They're actually there because something happened there recently. It could be within the last hour. It could be within the last 5 minutes. You didn't see it, but something happened there. And now, obviously, when a foamer or whatever, those turn birds like to go to foamers. They love foamers. Not turn birds, I'm sorry, the shearwaters. I'm getting them all mixed up to confuse everybody. Shearwaters are what we call chickens of the sea. They look like chickens, but they're dark color. And they're kind of lazy, fat. They just, whatever. It takes them a minute to get out of the water to start flying. Those are shearwaters. Those birds like to sit in groups, and they'll sit on the water after something happens because they'll eat like the poop and whatever else that's come from the fish and whatever leftover scraps they could pick up. Terns, on the other hand, turn birds, the white ones that are making that in the air, you'll hear them squeaking all the time. And those kind of flutter in the air. They'll sit there and you'll see their wings flutter. And they'll stare. People call them tuna birds, but they're really called terns. And those are the ones you really want to pay attention to. So if you can learn your birds and learn what they're doing and pay attention to them, it's really going to teach you a lot on the water.
Yeah, a lot of times those shearwaters, we were seeing them, they're setting on the water like Justin was saying, but if you watch them, if you slow down, like we talk about all the time, you got to slow everything down. Everything, your boat down, your looking ability, slow everything down. You start watching those shearwaters. Those little guys are if they're in a group and they keep sticking their head underwater, they're looking at a big school of bluefin. People don't realize that, but they're looking at the school of bluefin. They're trying to stay right with them because they know, and they're all paddling. If you watch, most of the time they're paddling along, and 2 or 3 of them keep looking underneath of them. They're seeing that school of bluefin cruising along. They're just waiting for that tuna to run into the bait and put it all up on the top. So, like Justin keeps saying, every single thing matters. But most of you are flying around out there. Justin, how many times have you been hooked up? And I mean, the other day on the live show, you were showing it. Justin's hooked up. Fish are all over the place, and boats are just zooming by him, going left, right, driving up his stern. Nobody slows down and looks for fish. They're all just out there fishing for boats.
Yeah. So I'm going to give some little word of advice to everybody, and this may be against a lot of things that we say. If you like looking for boats, okay, you're not going to catch bluefin next to them. So if Rick Mauer's out there and he's hooked up to a fish and I see him, if I start driving over to him, the fish are already gone. They're underneath his boat. They're not going to bite unless I throw a jig way down there or something. I'm not going to get hooked up next to him. I'm going to scare all the fish even further away is what I'm going to do, motoring up to him at 955,000 miles per hour. So the best thing to do is if you are going to look for boats, okay, because obviously we can't get everyone away from looking for boats. If you're going to look for boats, stay a mile away from them. Stay a mile apart. If you see a boat out there, you see a sport boat, you see a whatever, and you're like, oh, I got a fish near them, just stay 1 mile away from them. Even 3/4 of a mile, just stay 3/4 of a mile to a mile away from them and start looking. Just slow down and start looking and looking and looking. If you really want to get creative and once you kind of figure it out how to see the fish and so on and so on, then move further out away from the boats or try to go to an area where there is no boats. Because when you see the least amount of boats or no boats at all, that you have a better chance of getting hooked up. Because the bluefin, they are really finicky. They can be really shy, especially the bigger ones. Those small ones right now, they're just dumb. And anybody and everybody can catch those ones. But once those bigger ones come over here, the 150 plus pounders, they're really shy. They don't want to be near any boats or anything like that. So if you see a whole bunch of boats gathered together, go a mile away from them or 2 miles away from them, and you'll have a better chance of actually hooking up.
Absolutely. That's some of the best advice you could possibly give. Another thing that I'm witnessing here on the website, and I see this a lot, and I had a conversation with one of our members yesterday and I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus. This is a common mistake that's made by a lot of you guys. That VHF radio, gang, I have seminars I've done about it. I have the 10 things you need to know when you go fishing offshore. I have all these different videos. I do this live seminar out on the show floors when I'm out traveling around doing shows for you guys. And I try to emphasize this, but obviously it's getting lost through the cracks somewhere. The VHF radio is not your friend, okay? Unless you've called Justin the night before and you and Justin are working on a channel, and Justin will tell you, we'll work on channel 6. The minute you hear me, switch to 5 or 4 or whatever channel you decided. But those of you that are driving around out there with that radio on channel 72, I'm going to try to help y'all one more time, and hopefully you guys are listening this time, okay? 99.9% of the guys that are really, really good, you'll never hear us. First of all, we were never on the VHF radio. We were on a 2-meter radio, or we were on a sat phone, or we were on the dispatch. Second of all, nowadays, we're all talking on sat phones, all talking on our cell phones because we have Starlink, okay? So you're not going to hear us, period. So the radio's not going to do you a favor. But here's where common sense will really, you'll go, oh my God, I never thought of that. Have any of you, Jason Cutter, Brent Rodriguez, Daniel, Renee, Mike Lewis, Tommy, Brent, Seawolf, Gail, Kelly, Robert Graper, any of you guys ever been in a wide open bite where the fish are just, every time you throw your line in the water, you catch a tuna? Yep. You all have. Most of you have. Yep. Was the only thing you thought about that whole time is how do I get over to that mic and call every boat out here and tell them all to get as close as they can to me? Hell no. You didn't want to do that. It doesn't even come across. You're like, shit, I hope no one, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but you're like, oh, poop, I hope no one sees us. I hope no one comes over here. So why in the living bejesus would you think for 1 second that people are going to be on channel 72 telling you to come over there, gang? I hear this so many times. I heard this yesterday. I got a text. Well, sounds like the tuna bit really good yesterday. I'm like, And I know the person, they're new. I'm like, where'd you get that information? Well, I was at my dock and I was listening to 72, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you missed that video. It's on the website. It's my seminars. The VHF radio is not going to help you. Justin, you work with all the members all the time about the radio, right?
Yeah. And one thing that you'll see us not giving on the radio whenever you hear me talk when I'm live is I never give numbers. I say, you know where I'm at. Why? Because we've already communicated in the morning time or the night before of our game plan. Like the other week, I was communicating with Ronnie B. He was out there and he was fishing. He's in a go fast boat. He could do 40 or 50 miles an hour. He was fishing about maybe 25 miles away from me. And we were communicating. And when I talked to him and I found fish, I told him I found fish, you know where I'm at. Or I'm hooked up, you know where I'm at. But we don't sit there and have a full-blown conversation. It's just a quick, I'm hooked up, you know where I'm at.
So, yeah, I was going to do that, Mike Lewis. Gang, I used to do this all the time when I was guiding. We'd be on our way home with a bunch of fish, or we'd be out there catching fish, and I would tell the guys on the boat, and I'm sorry, I'm just being honest, because I told 100 million people, stop listening to 72. Now, if you are still listening to 72, then watch this. I can drive your boat from my boat, and I've done it a million times. I'll take my cursor and I'll scroll out, Justin, and I'll go to, let's say we're fishing the 209 just for fun. I'll scroll the cursor out to the 43. I'll get on 72 and I'll go, Mike Lewis, you picking me up? Then I'll wait a couple seconds and I'll answer myself. Yeah, go ahead for Mike. Hey, Mike. And I'll give the numbers for the 43 and I'll say, Mike, you got to get over here right now. They're eating the paint off the bottom of the boat. You got to get over here. And now we have 3 boats parked all around us. And I'm listening to them. They're listening to the radio. I can hear their radios, gang. I don't know if you know, but sound kind of carries from boat to boat. So I can listen to them, listening to me, talking to me about talking to me. I'm talking to me. I'm answering my own calls. I'm talking to me, and I'm giving me the numbers where I want those 3 boats to go. I'll do that 3 or 4 times, and I'll see the first boat peel off and start running to the 43 as fast as that boat will go. Then I'll wait a few minutes, and I'll give the numbers out again. I'll call Mike Lewis. Then I'll answer as Mike Lewis. Then I'll give the numbers. Then I'll see the second boat peel off and start running full speed. But the third boat's still sitting there listening to the radio because they're watching me, and I'm already hooked up. I got 3 or 4 fish going on the big Viking, and I'll give out the numbers one last time. But the last time, it's going to be the most incredible thing. All right, Mike Lewis, you got to get over here, and you got to get over here now. We're running out of bait. It looks like the boat's going to sink. We got so many tuna on it. I'm running out of bait. You got to get here now. It looks like it's going to take you about 15 minutes to get to me. You got to get to me as fast as you can. I'll keep them biting on the corner as long as I can, but you got to go. There goes the third boat. He's on his way, and I did it. I cleaned up the water, and now I can just stay where I'm at and keep catching tuna. I've done it 100 times if I've done it once. And if you're going to listen to Channel 7, or you're going to even listen to the VHF radio when you don't know anybody that's out there, I'm just trying to tell you, if I'm out there, I'm going to drive your boat from my wheelhouse.
It's so true. So was it last year all the yellowfin were down there near the corner? Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah, I think it was the year before.
Okay, so 2 years ago, I was out there guiding one of the guys I guide all the time on his boat. We were on a go fast boat, and we were down to the 425, and we were trolling around, and literally every 5 minutes or less, we were hooked up to the yellowfin tuna. We were they didn't want bait, they didn't want anything. They wanted the cedar plug, that live deception cedar plug. They wanted it, the anchovy one. They ate it so bad, the anchovy looking cedar plug turned into a wood cedar plug at the end of the day. It was crazy. So we were out there in a go fast boat, and there was this boat. It was probably it was like a 40 to 50 foot boat yacht that was following us everywhere. I mean, we would turn and I would drive this way. The stupid boat would come right behind us. I'm like, dude, what are they doing? and they would see us hook up, and then they would stop and throw bait on the back of our boat. We're like, what are you guys doing? So I decided I'm going to radio call them over into another area. So I found a spot, and I knew that if it was too far, they wouldn't go. So if it was within 5 to 10 miles of where they were, I guarantee you they're going to go over there, because they weren't hooking up at all. So what I did is I went on 72, and I was all, hey Stan, copy? And I had the guy who I'm guiding, Kip. I go, hey, stay on the radio. Yeah, I copy. So he's like, yeah, I copy. I get on there and I'm all, dude, get over here right now. We're already limited out. We got yellowtail and yellowfin limited on one kelp patty. He's all, where are you at? And I get on the radio and I said like 0523 or whatever it was. I made it so it sounded professional and real. So, and it was only it was like 7 miles away from where we were. So I said these numbers, and of course, what happens? I'm on 72. One of the Your Saltwater Guide members comes on the radio. Hey, is this Justin? I'm like, oh, shoot. I just got busted. Like someone busted me. I didn't answer. And the guy comes back. He's all, hey, Justin, is that you? Justin Bottrell? I'm not answering. So I turned the channel off so I could stop listening to someone try calling me. And all I see is that boat that was following us go boom over to that spot. And I was like,
every time.
But we limited out on a yellowfin. That was pretty fun. And then the next day, I get a text message. Hey, did you call out on channel 72? I'm all, yeah. He's all, dude, you got me. Was that a real call? And I was all, no. I'm all, why are you listening to 72? What are you doing? And he's all, you're going to tell Dave, aren't you? And I'm all, yep. You better believe it. He's all, yeah, you got us. We went all the way over there to those numbers. We couldn't find no kelp patty. I'm all, there was no kelp patty. I don't know what was over there, but I was trying to shake a boat behind me. It was so funny. I think I told you about that a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I mentioned it on one of the seminars too. It was so funny. And the guy was there. And he's all, yeah, that was me. Freaking hilarious. But yeah, so just a lesson, everybody. Don't listen to the radio unless you're on it with like a friend or something like that.
Right.
Don't go on 72. Whatever you do, don't go on channel 72. Okay. There's no reason to go on channel 7. If you want to do a radio check, I do go on channel 72 and I do radio checks. Why? Because everybody and their mom is on there. I like to check the radio just to make sure it's okay. Radio check, anyone copy. And 99.9% of the time, I get a radio check back saying, oh, yeah, I'm over here in Huntington Harbor. I'm over here in Newport. I'm like, thanks. And I get off the channel. I don't do anything else. I just leave. I leave automatically. Then I turn it to 16. I listen to channel 16 because sometimes you hear drama on there. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, Steve Lasley summed it up perfect about 3 years ago on this show or something. If you heard Steve Lasley on the radio, it was because Steve Lasley wanted you to hear him, because he wanted to make sure that you went the wrong way. That's kind of how it is, gang. I'm sorry if you're going to, and don't get mad at us, if you're going to listen to the radio, I don't even know. I've been telling this story for 25 years doing live seminars out in public, and I've been telling this story for 25 years, and then I have a website that you guys pay to be on. The stuff that we tell you guys is absolute real gold. You're not going to get this stuff anywhere else. First of all, there's no one that has a website that really is fished for a living. There's some guys that have websites, but they never really fish for a living on a private boat. They never did that. They never went out and did what we've done, seen what we've seen, that are going to share what we share. And they're not going to let you in on the secrets, but I am. I tell you everybody what's going on all the time. And when you call Justin and you say, was that you on 72? We're like, yeah, but we would have never thought we would have got you guys because you're part of the website. What are you doing on there? And what are you doing listening to that garbage? It's straight garbage. And nobody's going to ever help you on the radio that you don't know. They're not gonna. Another funny thing that I see, and we're going to go a little bit over today, Justin. Another funny thing that I hear on the radio all the time is, hey, anybody out there on the 209?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
I answer.
Me too. Every call.
Right here. How's the fishing? wide open.
Wide open. You got to get out here. It's flat, calm. Oh, really? It's windy in here in White County. Oh, wait till you get out here. It's flat as it can possibly be.
Dead flat. Tuna everywhere.
What are you doing? Don't do that. Don't be that. Nobody's going to really, because you're too lazy to get up early and go out there. You're going to call at 10 o'clock in the morning and ask Justin and I how it is. We're going to tell you it's wide flipping open. You better get out of here. Oh my goodness.
So freaking funny.
But as far as the bluefin goes, and Rick, we wanted to talk about that today. Both of us wanted to, because it's starting to get good. It's getting better and better. We're in a full moon right now. We're just coming out of it. So you kind of saw a dip on the sport boats fish counts, but there's no reason. The thing that Justin saw the other day with Paul when they were out there is this little fish. We haven't seen this little, when I'm talking little fish, I'm talking 10 to 15 pounders.
Mackerel.
They're biting. We haven't seen that. So you know what that tells us? This fish, this big fish that we've seen here for the last 10, 11 years, it's spawning here.
Yep.
And it's having babies here. And the
Very
babies are now,
close to us.
and the babies are hatching here now. They're going to be here for a while. We haven't seen this. It's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
And I think you guys,
it's a really good look to what our future has for us.
and I think
very
something else, Justin, that I saw on the news 2 days, not on the news, on the Weather Channel, was we just came out of the coldest June and July ever recorded in Southern California. Isn't that weird when we're in global warming and climate change?
It's not global warming anymore. I tried to explain that to people because I think that business went bankrupt and now it's called climate change. So that's the new one that they're pretty soon next year, they're going to do global colding, and that'll be the new LLC that they opened up to collect money for. So, but yeah, it's hot. It's hotter than Hades now. Freaking 104 degrees at my house.
I think we're just coming out of the springtime because you're seeing the calico bass at Catalina are in the spawn mode like it's the middle of spring.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're coming in. It's going to be an epic September and October and probably into November. It's just going to be insane because we haven't had summer yet in SoCal. So here it comes. Now all the kids are back in school. I think we're in store for one hell of a year. And as far as the marlin goes, John, they're already there. Jimmy Kingsmill already got the first marlin flag for the club the other day. I mean, he's going to talk about it tomorrow on the show with Michael Folks, the history of sport fishing we do every Tuesday. Tune in. Jimmy Kingsmill will be with us. And like Justin was saying, the weather's kind of crappy out there. So save your rubles. Watch the show tomorrow with Jimmy Kingsmill. You're going to learn a lot about binoculars and a lot about how to look for fish. It's kind of important, right?
Yeah, and I was going to talk a little bit about marlin too, and some things that in the last few years, what we've noticed on finding them and what to look for. Obviously, birds, and the number one thing you're going to need for marlin fishing is going to be those gyro stabilizing binoculars. You need those. You can see marlin jumping out of the water. We mainly see those jumping out of the water in like 71 to 73 degree water, but let me back up a little bit. So one of the main things that I look for when I'm out there is hot pockets, not the food, but hot pockets in water. So you'll have a temperature between 67 to 69 degrees. And then all of a sudden you have a pocket of water that's in the 71 to 72-ish or even warmer water. That's a hot pocket of water. This marlin will actually stay in that water. They're going to stay right there in that. They're going to just drift with it. They're just swimming right with that hot pocket of water, and that's where you're going to find them. Someone also mentioned earlier about watercolor. So watercolor for bluefin, in the last 5 years, it really hasn't mattered. They like any color water. It's kind of weird. They like that 67 degree water, but the marlin like the purple water. They like that purplish, real blue, really pretty water. They like that water. Another thing is if you find that purplish, real blue water with that hot pocket in it, and you find a kelp patty, you have a really good chance of seeing a tailor, or a marlin just sitting right under the surface at the kelp patty. So what you're looking for is when you're driving around slow, not 900 miles an hour, because you won't be able to see anything. You're driving around slow with your gyro binoculars. You're looking for the tails of the marlins just kind of sitting up on top of the surface. They're not going to be moving very fast. They're going to be going kind of slow. And the way I like to approach those is if I have a mackerel in my bait tank, I'm going to come up slow, almost like you're sneaking up on the thing. You're not going to drive up like you're driving up on a kelp patty where you just drive up to it and look and see what's there. You're going to come up kind of slow to it so you don't scare it away or wake it up so it scurries off. You're going to come up kind of slow, get that mackerel and chuck your mackerel out to that sleeping marlin. It's going to wake his butt up and he's going to light up on your mackerel. And it's a really cool thing to watch because it literally goes absolutely ape poop crazy. It's really cool if you could do that. Just if you're going to go for marlin, you always have to have mackerel in your bait tank. That's one of the number one things they love. And another thing is that these people are using these spreader bars for the bluefin, but you know what else the spreader bars catch? Marlin. And another thing that catches marlin is those cedar plugs. Those cedar plugs are very dangerous on those marlin. They love those things, especially those daisy chain ones that Promar has. Use those daisy chain cedar plugs. You can do them in, if they have like the sardine or mackerel color, they love those things. Or even the color that worked best a couple of years ago was the Dorado color ones. That bright green, that thing was killer for those marlin. So, yeah, anything else to add?
No, it's just going to be the most incredible season that you guys have ever seen. It's going to be late, though. Justin and I were kind of telling you guys, if you look back to the podcast 3 or 4 months ago, we were kind of telling you everything was set up to be a late season. So we kept telling you guys, hang out, fish Catalina, relax, wait for it. And Justin kind of did that, gang. If you saw what Justin was doing, he was taking his clients and fishing the islands and having fun and fishing the beach and doing all the fun stuff and just waiting for it to start to evolve. And now he's out there and he limits a bluefin. He's out there going day in and day out, seeing all kinds of great things. You got Catalina a couple days ago with Matt and his family, caught a couple of yellowtail, wide open calico bass. Don't be in a big hurry and don't waste all your time. I'm a tuna fisherman. Well, then you should move. You should probably move to Midway or something if that's what you like to fish for. Because you live in Southern California, the best thing to do is learn how to fish for what lives here. But I really, really, really think that you guys are in store for what's looking like and turning out to be just an absolutely incredible late summer, which I was talking, who was I talking to yesterday on the show? Darren on Saturday, not yesterday, Saturday. Why are the kids already back in school, Justin? Your wife's a teacher. It's August. It's the first week of August and the kids are back in school. What the hell? Now it's like lava out there. It's so damn hot.
Yeah, it used to be in September. They would go, middle of September they go to school. Now, I don't know.
Just the amount of money, the electricity they're spending on air conditioning. They must have it in with the electric companies or something, right?
They probably do. It is a school board.
Yeah, the school board's working with the electric company because that's the only thing that makes sense when they're telling you on one hand they're out of money and they don't have any money and they can't buy a pencil for our children, but yet they can send them back to school in the hottest month of the year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Makes no sense to me.
So if anyone is looking for like a game plan on what to do right now, because like they've said, fishing is freaking phenomenal. It is so good right now. It's unbelievable. You want white sea bass? You can go target white sea bass, and if you want to take that drive, you have a good chance of getting them. If you want to take that drive, remember, I'm not going to say where they're at or anything on here. You have to be Your Saltwater Guide member, and a lot of you are. If you want to know where they're at, you can obviously message us. If you want to get yellowtail, you can go to Catalina. Catalina yellowtail, they're biting. If you know where to go, they're biting. They are biting. Almost full speed. They're biting good. So what kind of game plan would I do if I had a boat and just wanted to go out and try to just target multiple different things? I would first go to Catalina early in the morning time, get a couple scoops of bait, try to get the anchovies, not those giant sardines. And if you like fishing sardines, shame on you. Anchovies are the best. But go to Catalina, go after some calico bass, have a good time, and you're probably going to get a yellowtail. But if you target yellowtail at Catalina, you're probably not going to get it. So just go anchor up, try to catch a whole bunch of calico bass, and more than likely you're going to hook a yellowtail. Fish for about 2-3 hours, maybe at 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning, and then go offshore. Go right behind Catalina, right in between Catalina and San Clemente Island, and go look for those tuna. They're all over the place right now. They're freaking everywhere. The easiest thing I can tell you is look for the 67-degree water. If you find a 67-degree water, you're going to find the tuna. They're everywhere. You can't miss them. And if you're not seeing them, it's because you don't know what you're looking for. It's really all it is. And go catch those tuna. They're not really big. They're just fun size. They're fun pocket-sized tuna. A lot of fun. I would say they're a lot of fun for the kids, but I don't suggest taking kids offshore in the first place. But they're just a lot of fun to catch. 20 to 50-pound range tunas. You can get them on the poppers. You can get them on those Ikara jigs. Are freaking killer for those tuna. Let me tell you, absolutely killer. You throw one of those Ikara jigs, the small or medium-sized ones, into a foamer and hang on, buddy. Let me tell you what, hook up, put it on like 30, 40-pound line, and you're going to have a great time. Another jig that worked for us just the other day, which we haven't talked about in a long time, and I don't know why we didn't even talk about this jig, is the live deception flash jig. That thing smokes those tuna, let me tell you. All you have to do is take it. You can launch it out there as far as you want. If you can't throw a jig very far, just get a spinning reel and launch it out there, 40, 50-pound line. Throw it into or past the foaming fish, or if you see breezers or you see fish at all, just throw it out there and reel it back at a medium pace. No, not super fast, just at a medium pace. And I can almost guarantee you 1 or 2 casts, you're going to be hooked up with that thing. So I don't know what size it is. I don't know. It's about maybe 4 inches long, that live deception flash jig that I've been using, but it's all beat up. I need to get some new ones. And that should be a really good day. Go to Catalina, calico bass, maybe yellowtail, head offshore, get some bluefin. So it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's a great idea and a great plan. And don't turn on your VHF radio to channel 72, or this is what we're going to be telling you.
Does that booger eating spaz make me want to puke?
Can't help it. I got to show it. That's my favorite part of that movie. I think I couldn't remember where I figured that word out. And that's where back in, I don't know, 10th grade, 9th grade, something, saw the Bad News Bears.
Does that booger eating spaz make me want to puke?
So that's what we're going to think of you if you're on channel 72, gang. All right?
Yeah.
Trying to help you out.
And this year's going by so freaking fast. Guess what next month is?
Lobster season.
Lobster season. What? Absolutely crazy. So the end of next month is lobster season. It's coming by quick. It's coming by really quick. So make sure you have all your gear ready for that. Get it ready now. Get your lobster gear ready now, because next month when it comes and you're not ready, there may not be enough stuff at Promar for you to buy, because everyone is buying it at the same time you're wanting to get it. So get all your stuff now, get ready, because it's coming quick. It's going to be here before you blink. And just make sure you're ready, because this year is going to be a phenomenal year, an amazing year.
Yeah, it's already there. And gang, I just want to thank you all for watching this podcast. I want to thank everybody for following us and participating in all the videos we post and always being there for us. And I appreciate all of you. And there are people that are obsessed with me and making lame posts. I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. The amount of money you allow me to make takes me to a level that you could only dream about. So thank you very much for being obsessed with me. And thank you. That is so cool. It's so far out that these people are so obsessed with me, Justin. They spend their whole day making silly posts on the internet. And it's awesome. And I thank them so much. You have no idea how much money you allow me to make. Thank you. My hardest thing is to figure out, what do I want to do today? I mean, what do I want to do? Do I want to get on the beach, fish off the beach for rooster fish? Do I want to go up to the mangroves? Or Do I want to go lay out at the pool, or do I want to hang out with Marley, or do I want to hang out with my wife? That's the decisions I have to come up with. You have to come up with ideas of how you could try to get me. Could you imagine being
Well,
obsessed?
I know what that Mike Kirkus is doing. He's thinking of you.
Oh my God, he made a great post about me today. I saw it. That's why I was like, that is so cool that you made that post all about me. I love you.
It makes him feel good, I guess.
He's been trying to.
Got a notification. Anthony is back at the dock. Thank goodness.
Oh, good. He made it back safely.
And you know what he did with all of his ice?
Gave it to you?
Gave it to me. He loaded up my boat with ice.
Nice.
Thanks, Anthony. Nice. I've seen him on my cameras I have on the boat. It's pretty funny.
And Mike, if you want to meet up, I'll be at Anthony Shea's house Thursday afternoon at 4:00 in the afternoon. Show up.
It's over there. No one can.
I invite all these people to show up to every one of my seminars. They never show up. I even leave them free tickets. I leave your free tickets at the window of all these fishing shows. You guys never come. I don't understand. But you are definitely obsessed. I spend a lot of free rent in your head, which is cool. I love it. It's phenomenal for me. But yeah, show up at Anthony Shea's house on Thursday. I'll be there around the party starts at 4. I should be there around 3:30. We can meet up, have a soda, talk about how cool I am since you love me so much.
And come say hi to me too. I'll be there.
I'll bet you don't show up, though. I bet you couldn't even get in if you wanted to. They're sweet lips.
That is very true.
But whatever.
Armed security to get into that area.
But I can't believe it's already lobster season. Pretty soon, Justin's going to be posting pictures of lobsters and bluefin together on the deck.
Yeah, so I'll say this now because probably by next week I'll be booked up. If you want to go lobster fishing this year with me, let me know right away so I can put you on a calendar. Because my calendar is very, very thin right now. So let me know. And we can figure out something.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to stay thin very long. Matt's going to scoop you up and you're going to, once you show Matt lobster fishing, Matt and Heather like to eat lobsters. It's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep, they will be addicted like everybody.
Hell yeah.
They'll
be giving lobsters away to their friends and everybody.
Yep. So, what else are we going to talk about? I have all day. Anyone else want to talk about anything? Anything else we want to talk about? I don't know. We covered bluefin. We covered some parts about marlin. You'll hear more about that tomorrow. Yep, Jeanette, you're on my calendar always. Always, always, always. And what else should we talk about? Yep, Lisa. Done. As far as charters and stuff go now, I'm not running any more charters for any of the other websites. And I'm only doing charters for people that have been on my boat before. Unfortunately, sorry about that, but don't show Matt. Matt Ryan. So yeah, only running charters for people that have been on my boat before and Your Saltwater Guide members. So that's it. And Dave, whenever Dave comes out to surprise everybody.
Yeah, you never know. Could happen at any given time.
And then next month, which of course everyone will hear more about it. We're doing the War Heroes on Water, like you all have heard. I'm super excited for that. Like I'm so freaking excited for that. It'd be my first year doing the War Heroes on Water, and I'll be buddy boating with yours truly right there, that guy right there.
Oh, we're gonna have a blast. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be a blast just hanging out with those guys. It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
No, we're not allowed to bully net, Jason. We use hoop nets out here on the West Coast. We're not allowed to do it the way you guys do it. We can't use a tickle stick. Can't do the bully netting. you just got back from fishing in Florida. It's a totally different fishery out here on the West Coast, and it's a colder water spiny lobster. But yeah, John Emerson, what, a month or so ago, had a mahi. I think you guys are going to see some pretty dang good yellowfin tuna fishing and mahi fishing in October. Probably the middle of September all the way through October. That water will get warm. We haven't had summer yet. That's what no one understands. We just came out of the coldest June and July we've ever had in Southern California. Yeah. So I think we're just right on the edge of something that's going to be, people are going to be talking about this again, just like they talk about the sand bass that are biting again. I mean, they had over 1,000 sand bass again in the fish count yesterday. So things are up, coming together. Things are starting to happen.
Yeah, they just found the native sun just went out and they found a whole crap ton of freaking sand bass again. So there's a bunch of sand bass back in the counts. And as far as Dorado go, your mahi, the Dorado are out there. I've seen a couple of videos of some over near the Long Beach area. I don't know how true it is. It's just what I've seen. But the water temperature is surely shaping up to be a good year for Dorados too.
Yeah, and Daniel Rubin's letting everybody know somebody just canceled on his charter. He's got the Legend chartered down in San Diego, and they're leaving the 14th through the 17th. $1,095 for a 3-day trip on the Legend. Does that include food? I think it does. And Mexican permits? I don't know. Daniel can answer your questions. Daniel Rubin, real.
Yeah. And I think as far as the Dorado and yellowfin, there's some yellowfin out there also. Are concerned. I think if people start fishing more south, like further south of 425 and Hidden Bank and stuff like that, a little bit more south there, I think they're going to run into more of that Dorado down there. But a lot of people are fishing up here right now because the bluefin fishing is just so, it's good. I mean, it puts numbers on the boats. So, and that's what everyone wants. It's a lot of good time fishing. And San Clemente Island's really good right now. Catalina, all the islands are fishing good. Coronados, Al's killing at the Coronados. Clemente is really freaking good. Catalina is really good. Santa Barbara Island's really good right now. San Nicolas Island's really good right now. Channel Islands, I don't know anything about that, so I never even been there. I'm sure it's really good as well.
Daniel Rubin's phone number is up there on the screen, gang. If you got the opportunity, I'll tell you what, the Legends, they run a phenomenal operation. It's a bitchin' boat. You'll have a really good time on there. You go out there and fish with them. Daniel Rubin's got a great trip, sponsored by ReelQuick. You're going to get to check out the gear when you're on the boat. You're going to get to fish with it. You'll be able to catch some tuna with it. And coming out of the full moon, I think timing is everything on this trip. So if you want to make sure you get yourself a tuna this year, give Daniel a call at 805-300-3832. Those of you that are driving in your cars and listening, 805-300-3832. And that's going to be a 3-day trip, leaving on the 14th. So,
oh my gosh,
pretty good.
Did you see that, Dave? That lady that caught that big old black sea bass out there in Coronados?
I did not.
Oh yeah, it was really cool. It was on the Legend.
That's the boat.
Big old black sea bass, landed it, really cool. And yes, everyone, you can catch black sea bass in Mexico, Mexican waters, and keep them. You can. So don't believe any of the posts that say, "Oh no, you can't." Just, people are just jealous. That's all. All because we could do more stuff in Mexico than we can here. So, just saying.
No, you're absolutely right.
Cow cod, same thing.
I know something I wanted to talk about since we're here and we're going over. I was watching a YouTube video. Now help me out if it can't be true. Is Karen Bass really trying to tell everybody that you're not going to be able to drive your car in LA during the Olympics? Yep. Shut the front door.
Yeah. freaking crazy.
You got to be kidding me. Oh, it was Jolene that caught the big black sea bass. She's not deaf. Wow.
I don't know the name of the person, but all I seen was a video of a lady catching a black sea bass. It was a good one too. It was like 100, 120 pounder.
Oh, it was Jolene's trip. She didn't catch it. Okay. There you go. How cool is that?
And a deaf person. How freaking cool is that, though?
And they shared the fish with everybody on the boat. It's some of the best eating fish in the ocean. This stuff is just big, white, flaky meat. Oh my God. Super phenomenal. It's a big grouper, gang, is all it is. That's all it is. It's just a big grouper. There's billions of them here in Southern California, even though you're not allowed to touch them. It's kind of like the abalone you're not allowed to touch. But back to what I was talking about. Wait a minute. Have you guys ever been to Los Angeles, California? She wants you to, I'm sorry, I just got to talk about this. She wants you to ride public transportation during the Olympics. These poor tourists are going to come in here and they're going to get slaughtered. Have you guys ever been on public transportation in Los Angeles? It's where all the homeless people live. They live on the red line, the blue line, the orange line, the green line. It's absolutely unbelievable. Mike Lewis, you had to drive around there all the time. And so that's her plan, Justin, really?
Yeah. Mike Allen's on here. Mike Allen, I love the stuff you post, by the way. It's freaking, I watch everything that Mike Allen posts because it's freaking amazing. It is really cool.
Yeah, and she's giving away our money to the people that are afraid to come outside because they're here illegally and they don't want to get caught. So she's just going to give them our money.
Yeah, freaking crazy.
That is absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I don't know if you saw Happy Gilmore too. It's so fun. You just have to sit down and know it's funny. Don't think you're going to learn anything or, I didn't get anything out. Well, you get to laugh. It's pretty damn funny. But what's really funny is thinking all these people from all over the world that are going to come to Los Angeles because they think of the movie stars and stuff, and they're going to go to the Coliseum. How long is it going to take to clean up all the trash around the Coliseum so that you can go in there and watch a sporting event?
Yeah. I like the thing that someone posted today also. I forgot who it was. Maybe it was Mike Allen. I don't know. But it was someone, maybe it was Lisa. I don't know. Someone posted this, but it was, why do all the ex-supporters have a bunch of boats and everything? And the comment back was because they're not giving away those for free. They have to actually work for them to get them.
Absolutely, Mike Lewis. You definitely got to watch Happy Gilmore, the first one, and then watch Happy Gilmore 2, and then it'll all make sense. But most of us watched it, the first one, so long ago. You might want to just rewatch it just to make sure you understand. But it is such a funny, it's so funny. It is pretty damn funny. Just kind of like Karen Bass. She could be a comedian. It is so funny. Ride public transportation, a zero automobile area. My sister was asking me, well, does that mean you can drive electric car? I said, no, Donna, no cars, none, no cars in LA.
Yeah.
Have you been on the freeway lately?
And I can almost guarantee you that she's probably talking about law enforcement also.
Oh, she doesn't like them.
Yeah, she don't like them at all. She wants everybody to just walk.
Free for all.
Yeah.
Free for all.
It's pretty funny.
No, it's scary. I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Jason. Yep. Again, congratulations, Jason. You get to go fish with Al and
Captain Dave. Oh my gosh. You better bring your armor, because I've been known to hurt people's feelings before.
And if you can, Jason, make sure you keep Dave out late on Thursday, because he was to be like 2 hours away at 4:30. So make sure you keep him late out there on the water. If you can keep him till 2, you're gonna see him kind of like dance around. Gotta go.
Oh no, I've already got strict orders from Capt. I already told Capt now, you got to drop me off early at the fish market. We're gonna have lunch at the fish market when it's over, Jason. We're letting you know now, and my car will be in that fish market parking lot. I'm splitting from there, and you're gonna ride the boat back with Al. I am definitely got to get up there, make sure that Justin's okay because that Mike guy is gonna meet us there. So I better get there early.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Well, we'll be live, Jason, so everybody will see whatever. It's going to be fun.
Just make sure, please, Jason, keep Dave out until 2:30. That'd be amazing.
Oh yeah,
You're gonna see him
quite
stressed out like you've never seen.
Yeah.
No, you guys are going butt 30 in the morning, right?
Oh yeah, we'll be out there. We want to be on the fishing grounds at 6 o'clock when the tide starts. It's a big tide, so.
Yeah. Well, on Wednesday. Wednesday, I'll be at Catalina.
I'm excited. We get to see Paul catching fish. Well, doesn't he have the bluefin fever right now?
Yeah, but the weather. He wants to go bluefin fishing, but the weather is keeping us out from there. We have to be heading in to the dock by 2 o'clock and no later.
Oh, good. Yay.
So we're gonna go try to catch 1 million fish again.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go eat. I'm getting hungry.
Oh,
thank you all. Sorry.
Like eating an octopus.
And don't make me say this to you, Jason. Don't make this come out. Don't make this happen. We don't want to do this. We don't want to hear this come out of my mouth. Wait a minute. Where did it go? There it is.
Does that booger eating spaz make me want to puke?
That's so funny. I just love that.
Jason, do me one big favor. Jason Cutter. When Dave hooks up to a fish, open up his bell. Free spool him. Boom, right away. Do it. You know why? If you don't do it, he'll do it to you. I promise. He's going to do it. So you have to get him first.
Good luck. Good luck. All right. See you, Justin. Thank you.